Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Awesome Life podcast. I'm Karen Stultz, your host, and today I have the privilege of sharing this new acquaintance of mine. His name is Jeff, and forgive me, I'm going to try and do this, all right? Jeff Yukikazu Sera.
Perfect. Yeah.
Oh, wow, cool. Jeff it is a food for thought leader, and he's a Japanese American self-development sensei and Reiki practitioner. And he focuses on developing self-confidence, self-love, self-worth, and self-respect. And this allows his clients to unlock their unused, unlimited potential and create massive results in all areas of their life. And as a Reiki practitioner, he focuses on the healing of the physical body, the emotional state, and the energetic being. So thank you for joining me today, Jeff. This is so great.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Karen.
This is great. Now, this podcast, of course, is for women in transition, but we do have some men listening in as well. And the fact is, we're all in a state of transition somewhere along the line quite often. And whether that be a life-changing event, a physical situation, whatever it may be. And when I spoke to Jeff, we know about Reiki. We know about how beneficial energy work is, and I use energy work in the Awesome Life Success System, and in the heart energy techniques. It's all about energy. Really, it's all about energy.
Yeah.
But with that said, there is so much more to Jeff than simply being another Reiki practitioner. And that is why I really wanted him to be on this podcast, because he has such insights from both the Eastern world and the Western world. So tell us, how did you get into the healing mode of food for thought?
Yeah, the healing mode of it, let's see. So I find that in my own work and doing self-development and self-awareness, I became aware of how much I was self-sabotaging. And I didn't always correlate the connection between the body and the mind, where my physical health is determined by the mindset that I carry. I thought they were compartmentalized and separate things, but what I began to realize was that based on the way that I was thinking, based on the thoughts that I was having, it did create my relationship with the world, with our reality. And when we harbor our emotions in a negative way, they can result in physical ailments. And so really connecting to and understanding how the mind supports our physical health was connecting to the work that I was doing in both areas, where in my thinking originally is like they're separate, right? I'm a self-development sensei over here, and I'm a Reiki practitioner over here, separate things versus, oh, they're actually, they go hand in hand, because as I'm supporting someone with reframing the way that they think, it's also supporting their physical health. It's also supporting their energetic health, their emotional being. All of it's intertwined into the individual. It's all encompassing as people. Yeah, and so I realized that like I can actually combine the two modalities and amplify the effects I'm having on both. So if I'm working primarily with Reiki, the individual's mindset as I'm conducting the energy work is very important. If they're like, this isn't going to work, this is going to have no effect, then that's the reality it's going to create. Versus if they're open to it and they're, having a very positive mindset of like, hey, I may not understand this, I may not know it, doesn't mean that it's not going to have an effect. And on the other side of it, when I'm working with people on their mindset, there's energy being transferred through conversation. And so with the abilities and what I'm familiar with in Reiki, supporting the growth in their mindset, supporting the expansiveness in the way that they're able to perceive things with a little bit of energetic support.